I thought that it would be a fitting occasion in front of all you parents, teachers and friends to share with you the journey that I've been on with a significant other I met in 2014. I've known them now for close to 6 years and spent about 1,200 days with them since year 7. And ever since, I've cherished every single moment. Each day, they have taught me something new and placed a smile on my face. Over these years, they have truly made me a stronger, smarter and braver person. Our journey began floating on a yacht in Duck Bay, trekking along the 90-mile beach on the Bankshire Peninsula, to paddling down rapids on the Mitchell River, fighting violent possums, nibbling on our chocolate ripple cookies in the Great Southwest, to conquering Mount Buller, and not to forget navigating the length and breadth of a breathtaking and utterly foreign nation. We've embarked on so many adventures together, faced uncertainties, moments of fear and doubt, and discovered many things too. But at the end of it all, our greatest discovery has been that we have found ourselves along these years of challenges. In the words of Eleanor Roosevelt, you gain strength, courage and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face. And instead of forgetting everything and running, we can face everything and rise. And so this sweet and loving person has also encouraged me to pursue opportunities, allowed me to be vulnerable and watched me grow into the person I am today. They've been my rock, a shoulder for me to cry on, and has a plethora of knowledge, wisdom and advice to give. Growing up, I was quite a shy and reserved girl. Coming from a different cultural background, I always had an unsettled feeling that I was that little bit different. Afraid of judgment, afraid to disappoint, and afraid to stand out, I kept everything to myself. But from the very first day that I locked eyes with this person, they told me that I mattered, and slowly that resonated within me. Imposter syndrome, whether you've heard of it or not, affects many people to differing degrees, including the greats of Albert Einstein and Maya Angelou, in all aspects of life, and can sometimes completely limit people's pursuits. It is a psychological pattern in which individuals doubt their accomplishments and abilities due to persistent internalized fears, suggesting they aren't good enough and undeserving. Furthermore, many people are susceptible to a phenomenon known as pluralistic ignorance, where we each doubt ourselves privately and believe that we are alone in thinking in that way because no one else voices their doubts, making it even more difficult to dismiss those feelings that we are less capable of the ones around us. Until recently, when I became enlightened about this social phenomenon, I realised that I was an unknowing victim in Year 7. One of the most distinctive opportunities that I've had at the college was during the first days of science class when Miss Devine knocked on the door and asked me to fill in a pink application form for the Da Vinci Decathlon. I'd contemplated applying, but self-doubt had the better of me when I decided that I can't do philosophy, nor could I code break, and there are probably better people in our year level. But I'll be forever grateful for that moment when I was told that, sweetie, you'll be great, as it has unlocked the gate to a world of opportunity where I no longer doubt my abilities, and instead I ask myself, what is there to lose? Although we may never able to completely rid these feelings within ourselves that we are not enough, we need to build self-confidence in the simple truths. Remind yourselves, you have talent, you are capable, and you are worthy. So not only has this individual encouraged me to give everything a go, they've also taught me to dismantle my innermost barricades. One of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time, Steve Jobs, looked in the mirror every single morning and asked himself, if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? And whenever the answer had been no for too many days in a row, he knew that he needed to change something. There are a lot of things in our life that we can't control, but also plenty of things that we have the power to change. It wasn't really until the beginning of this year where I began to contemplate the baggage that I carried around and decided to do something about it. Speaking out, letting yourself be vulnerable and seeking advice instead of letting it remain trapped within you can be the biggest relief. And you may realise that heavy baggage is indeed like heavy clouds in the sky and are best relieved by the letting of a little water. And so from all this, I have learned to not be a passive bystander in my own life, and rather I should let down my guard for greater fulfillment and a more wholesome life. And finally, this person has also introduced to me and been a part of this wonderful cohort. One of the most important things that I've come to learn is that you really can't do it all alone, which has become especially true within this last year. Year 12 can be a real struggle for many, but what has been most important for me is to find a group of people who challenge, motivate, and inspire you to become an even better version of yourself, whilst providing the entertainment to distract you from the looming due dates. So now, I'm guessing that many of you are wondering as to who this special person is in my life and what sort of superpowers they may possess to teach me so many life lessons at only 17 years of age. But humiliating an individual in front of hundreds isn't exactly on the menu tonight. But amongst the special people during my high school years, I gathered that another person on the list would be a little less embarrassed on an occasion like tonight. So I'm glad to share with you all that this person's name is St. Leonard's College. As each member of the class of 2019 takes their pick for a new significant other, that is tertiary education and adult life, of course, always remember the character that St. Leonard's has brought out in each and every one of us. A journey that has been forecasted for so long, only to brush past so quickly and now become fond memories for us all. But always remember to have courage, don't let self-doubt get the better of you, take life into your own hands and be grateful for the people you meet along your unique walk in life. Thank you.